Hi, my name is KeithBaldeo. I usually don't do these personal videos, but after the election last night and after watching the judiciary in Dallas, and this is my home. I usually don't. This is something I'm about to lose, and I'm going to tell you why it was important in Dallas, Texas, to remove all the judges in the appeals court, and now it's the other judges that we have to fear. So I'm speaking mostly to conservatives and patriots, and I used to support the Democratic Party as a minority. And let me just get settled here. And my newspaper, I used to have a newspaper that supports the Democratic Party. And when I found out some of the things that they were doing to minorities, I stopped supporting them. So today I am going to explain to you what's happening that is personal to me. Dallas just got rid of all the Democrats in the appellate court. And the Republicans have taken over that position. And I have been involved personally in a case in Dallas, Texas. And I have tried every single thing I could to get rid of this Democrat judge on a family case. And I've published a video on it. I've never personally spoken about it, and this is my personal thing. I'm ordered into court. Ordered by a criminal court judge illegally sitting into family court by the name of Michael Snipes. So the Republicans, Craig Abbott, put a guy here by the name of Wheless to be the chief judge. And he's been putting Democrats in every position. So I'm kind of confused. If you are a Republican, why are you just choosing Democrat? Even Kim Cook, he keeps hiring her. He would not hire a Republican, and he's supposed to be a Republican judge in Dallas, Texas. And so I had a case in family court, unfortunately, and he got on the case on March 12th. Now he's here to make money. He's not here to adhere to law because he doesn't know family law. And there's a city code, there's a state code that says, government code 74.055, that a judge must be experienced in that field of law. He's not. And I filed a motion to recuse him because the very next day on March 12th, I had 3 motions before him. He got pissed off at me because I told him not to drag me back into court because the other side keep saying they want to come back to court, and I said, this is wrong, we were just there yesterday. And I told him maybe he should recuse himself, and from that day on, this man decided he was going to wreak havoc on my life. He dismissed 4 motions that were supposed to be financially split between me and this wicked spouse. And I never publicly say anything bad about people, but when somebody does something wicked against you, and they deceive you, and they lie, and they manipulate in the manner that they did, sometimes it's just come out. It just, I kind of feel today like the Democrats feel about the elections. So anyway, I did motions after motions to get rid of this guy. If you go back into the video and Texas Justice Review, you would see me explaining the illegal part of these Democratic judges. They are illegally helping one another, dismissing cases, taking cases. So finally, the lawyer had committed fraud. Spouse committed fraud, and the judge committed fraud. And he said, go to the prosecutor's office and find a complaint if you don't like it. So I went. And they told me file a civil case. So I did. And the lawyer went in default, the spouse went in default, and the judge, his case is going to federal court. And then so what he did was he called up the judges, or he communicated with the judges in front of me in court, because he needs the divorce case to go through because he's making money. That's how he makes his money. And he told them to send the case back to him, the fraud case. Now remember, he already had it in front of him. Why didn't you take it then? Because he didn't know I would have been successful over there. He thought that he was going to call his friends, just dismiss it because it's going to affect the family court case. The case does not relate. The lawyer that I have a default on, she's not in family matters. He said it belongs in criminal court. They said it belonged in civil court. So yesterday I filed a motion because I was there when he called the judge in front of me, and they went and they had a backroom conversation. And this is the Democratic judge, Hoffman, Martin Hoffman, Democrat. Maria Aceves, Democrat. Rachael Craig, Democrat. Michael Snipes, Democrat. Kim Cook, Democrat. So even though the Republicans went and got rid of the appellate court, they're not keeping an eye on what's happening here, down in the regular, civil courts and family court. Everybody's a Democrat. So, I'm a conservative, so I go into this court and I get no minority judge. There was all women, 6 black, and I get none. So what Ray Wheless did, who's a Republican serving the governor, but all Democrat judges, he had the case funneled through the back door of the white judge, Mary Brown, and had Snipes give it to Snipes, who's a criminal court judge. So I did some background, and the law says that you have to be a judge specialized in that field of law to be on the case. I filed a motion to recuse him because my spouse has no case, none whatsoever. She's the lying, cheating, deceiving one, wants to run off and take everything. So everything that she filed, because I pissed Michael Snipes off, he gave it to her. Everything. He said in family court that she has a right to have sex with whoever. I'm a Christian. I am a Christian, devout Christian. I go to 3 church service. She's hard to get her to go to church. But he says she has a right to go and have sex with any man she wants, even if she's married with me, and she still gets everything. This is Michael Snipes, a criminal court judge. And I was shaking my head. And then after he got pissed off because I told him, you need to recuse yourself if you don't understand the law and keep dragging me back into court. And so he took a pen and he just gave her, everything, down to the 4th cat, and there's one little one left who doesn't like her, so I get to keep that one. And the special one that I like the most, once he found out that I like that cat, signed it off, give it to her too. Signed off on, she came and stole a lot of stuff on March 5th. I filed a police report. I told him, if you look at the family standard order that is on the website of Dallas County, all you have to do is family court, you'll see it. You cannot take property. You cannot take pets. You cannot dissolve anything unless it's a final decree. He ordered the house be sold. See this house? I have got my entire life, my media life is in this house. And he told her, go ahead and sell it. They tried to sell it. The law says in a homestead property, you have to agree to sell it. And I'm not agreeing to sell my house. So there's a lot of money he ordered hidden. He ordered the money hidden. I filed a motion for, she said there's no money. No. Okay, then let's do an audit. And I filed a motion for an audit. They filed a motion to block the audit. Any family court judge would have says, you filed a motion to block money, to hide money? I want you to report all the money to me. And I would have gotten all of it, because once you filed an asset bill with the court, so this is all I have, and it turns out that something else shows up, the other party gets it. That's the law. So he tells her she can hide it, and when I asked for it, nope. I asked for money to maintain everything else that's going on, including my business, nope, you get nothing. So here's a court judge, Michael Snipes, telling me she can have sex with whoever she wants to have sex with. That's Texas law. And the same Texas law that says 50-50, nope, she gets 100%, you get nothing. And then he says to me, if you don't like it and you can't pay your electricity, go live in a shelter. I have been subjected to some of the most evil things a human being can ever be subjected to in a family setting. Because it's very emotional when it's a family. This is personal. So I've covered many cases as a publisher. I've sat in the courtroom. I've seen all judges, all the wickedness that they've done, all the mismanagement of the judicial law. And anyway, last night, when I found out that he contacted the judges, there's 2 default judges, one on the lawyer and one on the spouse, and there's a case against him that hasn't been filed yet. He calls up the judge and sends the case back to him and is holding the default. Why is he holding the default that went on the lawyer that was supposed to be in Judge Martin Hoffman's courtroom? Because if the lawyer goes into default and they sign off on it, he doesn't have a case. He cannot do this case, this family court case. So that's why he had the judge, the Democratic judge, sends him this information. Now he has it. He can hold it and do the case. And even though he's involved in this case, he's going to dismiss it. And I want you to mark my words. Today is the 7th of November. And I'm forcing the court on the 11th on a personal matter. I don't like personal matters. I don't like telling the public my personal business. But if it affects the judiciary, if it affects politics, if it affects you, the public, no matter how emotional and personal it is to me, and if I have to go through it to show you what is going on, then and tell you, then I have to use my personal case to show you that. So I am stripped of everything, and I mean everything, by this judge. After she stole stuff on March 15th in the police report, he ordered me to open up the house and give her whatever else she wants. That's not family law. Well, he's not a family judge. He's a Democrat judge that Wheless, who was entrusted by the governor, put here to support Republican values, Republican judges. You look up Michael Snipes and the Democratic Party, and I have given a lot of photos to show his connections with all the other Democrats. But this Michael Snipes is all Democrat, all Democrat. So by the time I filed my complaint with Ken Paxton, with the Attorney General's office, with the Department of Justice, with the FBI, by the 11th, he would have already done the damage. And I asked for a jury trial because I wanted money put on the table. And he said, no, we're not giving you any money. That's not family law. Family law is 50-50. And if she hides the money and she makes an application, this is all I have, then, or he, not just him, her, then everything has to be given to him. This is the law. So this has just been tough for me because I don't have a lawyer. And all the money has been taken, and she's kidded. She was just cunning, deceitful, wicked. I mean, so malicious that it took her a year to take all the assets and hide it and move it. And then she puts up all this money for a lawyer, and so she hid the other money. Lawyer doesn't have a case, so what does the lawyer do? Piss off the judge. Hey, judge, he said this about you. Hey, judge, he said that about you. And that's all you need to do in a case, and I know it. When you don't have a case, you piss off the lawyer against the other side, and you win, and that's exactly what happened. And so I'm about to lose my house on Monday. I've lost everything else by a Democratic criminal court judge, Michael Snipes, put there by a Republican judge, Wheless. And the Republican Party just spent $11 million getting rid of the appeals court. But they don't sit till January. So by the time I do my appeal, I don't get them to come on and see what the Democrats are doing down here. And so this is why I am. This is why I am. One of the most powerful publishers ever in New Jersey, and I was told that by many people. Everybody trusts you. The devil came into this woman, has to be, send another woman to take her out and do all these things. And I haven't hit it. I put it in the record. This was of marital misconduct. This was about adultery. It's in the record. And then they're trying to say, well, now, no, you can't say that. Yes, I can, because it's in the record. I've been a faithful, faithful man. I may not have a lot of money, but as a Christian, I was very faithful to this woman. Very faithful. But the devil knew that you put her in your life just signing one little document, and she's going to destroy you completely. But, you know, I was praying this morning, and the Lord said to me, hey, go to court and lose. Because this is a wicked and evil judiciary, as you can see. If you win, I can't prove that. If you lose, I can prove it because you have done everything right. You have done everything a lawyer would do in the judicial system that is fair and is just. You're not asking for what is not yours, you're asking for what is rightfully yours by law. But the judge is using this now for money. Guess why he took the case? The lawyer is making a lot of money, racking up stuff, filing this, filing that, forcing me the case back into court, and then trying to get a vexation thing on me, and I'm just trying to defend myself. Just give me the case was very simple. Take everything, put it on the table, and I told him this on June 20th. And he says, no, Nope, nothing is be on the table for you because you pissed me off. And I'm a Democrat and you're a conservative and you just got rid of more of my judges and you're going to pay for it. So if you're a patriot and if you're a Republican and if you're a conservative, this is what's still happening in the Dallas court system. The Democrats are still running the show. Wheless is still backing the Democrat and he was there by the governor. And when you file a motion to recuse somebody, you're supposed to have a hearing. They're not even giving me a hearing right now. I get no hearing on anything. And I could secretly work with the Department of Justice and file something just to show them how he will just dismiss it. No, I don't read it. I don't care. I'm just dismissing it. Because the lawyer, her name is Victoria G. Warner, is pissed me off, did a good job pissing me off against you. She doesn't have a case, but she's winning. You have a case of everything that should be yours, but you're losing. And so this morning the Lord said to me, if you go in there, just give up. Because there's nothing more you can say that will change anybody's mind there. That judge is set on punishing you. If you read the Judicial Conduct Code, you just Google it, Texas Judicial Conduct Code, every one of them this guy broke, including contacting other judges that has cases, didn't relate to any family matter, and this is a family court case. But he just wanted it, so he can block them. You cannot be rude, you cannot be disrespectful, you cannot threaten anybody, you cannot be biased, you cannot be prejudiced. You have to obey the law. And every law that I showed him in family court, which he didn't know, he didn't care. Nope. But judge, there's a motion that you have to do this. Nope. There's emotions that you said if one spouse is and the other spouse isn't, they get this. Nope. But that's not the law. Nope, don't care. Not listening to you. This is more like I feel like I'm arrested and went to Moscow or China, and American law does not apply here. So that's what I have to share with you guys. This is my first ever. I've been doing the news for a lot of years. And this is my first ever personal plea to let you know what the judiciary and how dangerous it is when you still have Democrats appointed by Republicans, very Wheless, walking around the courtroom illegally in positions they shouldn't have. It's damaging, it's destructive, and if they get pissed off, it becomes worse for you. So she's and I even asked this guy, I said, look, if she's getting $50,000 on my assets to pay for a lawyer, shouldn't I be getting the balance and free of 50-50? Nope. You're not getting any. So she can have a lawyer and I can't? That's right. Why is that? Because you pissed me off and I'm going to teach you a lesson. So basically, Michael Snipes is trying to teach me a lesson. I'm a minority. I don't get any one of the 6 black judges in family court. I get a criminal court judge, a Democratic criminal court judge that is showing their face, showing what they're capable of doing, punishing minorities. And this guy is, 70-something years old, for a throwback from the Dixie days here. So he's just pissed off that I'm a minority and I'm calling him out on the law. And I'm calling it out, he's not following the law. And he did not like that. Criminal court judge, you should see his bio. I am been a judge for 20 years and now want to be a department in the United States DOJ, and he's boasts his record. So this is what I'm going through, and emotionally it's very difficult. Mentally it's killing. It's just very, very suffering. But you know what? As a publisher, I know that the community needs me. The public needs me. People still need a voice to fight. And I have to continue giving them that voice to fight. If I lay down and die and I don't fight, even if I'm beaten down by this Democratic judges, and still, I don't know why the governor has Ray Wheless there. He's giving jobs to only Democrats. Kim Cook, she's not a Republican. Michael Snipes, he's not Republicans. And these are hardcore Democrats he's giving jobs to. You want to tell me there's no Republican lawyers he can give judgeships to? Because that's all you have to do. They just have to be a lawyer. And you can make them a judge. No Republicans you can find beside these Democrats. So he's not a real Republican. He's a Democrat here too. And now he's given full chief power to Michael Snipes. If I file something it's supposed to go to Wheless, it goes to Snipes. Oh, nope, I'm in charge now. He's given me full power to dismiss what I have to dismiss. When you do a motion to recuse someone, a judge, they have to file an application to take or not, and then it has to go for a hearing. That's gone. All that's gone. Especially that he's contacting other judges, and he shouldn't be. And that's a recusal right there. So Monday, he's going to give her everything. He's going to order me out of my house. He's been trying to do that for 6 months. Order me out of my house, told me I can go live on the street, go live in a shelter. He doesn't care. That's not the law. I fought for this. And so if my next video is from my car, living in my car, and I'm ordered to have people sell my house, and I got so much stuff here, she's got nothing. She never cared. I gave up my life and my newspaper and my business in New Jersey specifically to come here because of her. I did no harm, I did no hurt, I may not have money, but I gave her everything I can possibly give her. And this is the thanks I get. As a Christian husband, she wants to run off. I pray that God saves my house. I pray that I'm vindicated from this judge. He may win on Monday. He may get to crucify me and punish me for speaking up against him and filing criminal charge against him. He may get to do that because he has the power. And the only reason he has that power is because she signed off on the divorce to bring him in and bring the vicious attorney in. And Wheless, who was supposed to protect my rights, as the governor gave him rule to do so, he's the second part of this. Michael Snipes would never be in that position if not for Wheless and this one causing the destruction and havoc in my life. And like I said, it's personal. Divorce, you know, I hear about people going through divorce when I was way back then, and I was like, oh. And now I'm going through it. But the most dangerous part is the emotional thing. So she's out there partying. She puts up the $100,000 wall with the lawyer. You just destroy his life. But don't let him take this money. Don't let him take all the cats, and don't let him take anything. Just destroy him. Do what you can, because I need rich men to be with. I said, that was a confession. She wants to be with rich men. I don't care. I don't care because as a Christian, my heart belongs to Jesus Christ. My soul belongs to Jesus Christ. A woman going out to look for rich men just because I don't have the kind of money she needs doesn't bother me. But to take my home and to hide all the money and to deprive me of what is rightfully mine is both mentally and emotionally hard. It is difficult. You know, I talk to people sometimes and I know that they're going through their own stuff. I talk to my neighbor here and he listens and he shakes his head. How in the hell did this judge get away with so much stuff, like doing it against you? How? I said, I don't know. I filed every legal document to protect my rights. And Michael Snipes got around it. He got around it. He's calling up judges. He's manipulating the system, and he doesn't even belong in family court. But he knows, evidently, he knows a lot of people. Evidently, if you piss off a judge, he can call up anybody, any case you have been brought to before him, and use it to damage you and to punish you. And where's the governor? Where is Ken Paxton? Where is the district attorney in Dallas? They told me, well, he's a friend of this office, so they can't prosecute him. Even though he's committing a crime, they can't prosecute him. So this is the judiciary in Dallas. This is what they're doing. They're helping one another defend the criminals, the criminal act and the unlawful act and the bias and the prejudice in Dallas. And Republicans are trying to get Dallas, come down here. I can show you what they're doing. I've learned about all these judges and how they manipulate the system, Democratic judges. I've learned about all their connections and how they call up each other. I've known who is who and who the players are. I've known everybody. And I know who financed them. I know who puts them up for election now. So this case has taught me a lot. But I believe that when God says, let him punish you, let her do her evil and her wickedness, Let the lawyer manipulate the system. I'm like, why? Why do I have to go through the mental stuff? Because I need to win. Because I get to win, says the Lord. And you may not understand that, but Jesus suffered too, so I can win. Jesus lost, so I can win. So this judge is basically the Sanhedrin, the chief priest now. He's a visiting judge. He's not even on the record in Dallas. But through Wheless, he's now sitting as a chief judge in Dallas with no credentials to be on any permanent courtroom. So this is how the system is working. And it's been difficult, very difficult. Why? Because I keep asking myself, what did I do to this woman? Didn't have money, that's it. Didn't have the kind of money she wanted, that's it. That's it. Treated her like everything good I possibly could. Didn't cheat, didn't lie, cook, clean. 24 years of being a silent husband. And now she's hired this lawyer to get this judge as a wrecking ball to destroy my life. With a God telling me, let it happen. I will restore, but I need to show mostly conservatives and Republicans and patriots. This Fifth Court of Appeals was not the main court. God wanted the rest, the real courts that the Democrats are sitting under. And when they do what they do to you on Monday, I'm forced on Monday. I filed a motion he has to be removed for contacting other judges. Ken Paxton just filed a motion against Leach, representative, for contacting a judge. He's contacting judges here and no Democrats, this whole Democrat ring. And I can't seem to cut a break to live my life and to be free. So, like I said, I still wonder, what did I do wrong? I didn't have the kind of money she wanted. Didn't. And I asked her on the witness stand, they actually had a trial before. I asked, did I ever hit you? Did I ever put you down? Did I ever, did anything bad to you? No. It's just her lust that the devil gave her. And another woman, she actually met another woman online, they've been going out. And she saw the kind of men and money the woman was having, and she wanted. They're Christian vows, and this is also a Christian case. When a judge tells me my wife can have sex with whoever she wants to, he's going to protect her and give her everything. Michael Snipes, criminal court judge. It should be a federal case that Dallas law that he's talking about is not supposed to violate my Christian law that tells me adultery is a sin. Going out of your marriage is a sin. Divorce is a sin. It is prohibited against the gospel except if somebody commits adultery. But the court system says we don't care about your faith, we don't care about your religion, your beliefs, even though we've signed the documents under that belief. And even though he swear on the Bible he's going to take his office, none of that matters. None of that matters. Biblical law does not matter to this judge. He's a Democrat anyway, and Democrats really don't adhere. Democrats in leadership don't really adhere to biblical law. The Constitution also says you cannot abridge somebody's freedom of religion. Well, divorce is a sin, and if she divorced, even in reflects to Texas law, she doesn't get all this stuff. She doesn't get 100%. If you just want to, even Jesus says, you go out and you to be with somebody else, you cause yourself to commit adultery. None of that matters in the Bible that this guy swore his oath under to respect. And if we had a Republican or conservative judge, I would never be going through. Because once they found out what she was doing, once they see that email I sent to her mother, that was because of the other men, they said, well, there's proof. She would have gotten nothing. But the Democrats here, they don't really care about Christian faith. They don't care about anything. And I have to deal with this. I have to deal with losing everything under family law that says I get 50-50 at least. So this is what happens when you're running a Democratic judiciary. And that's my focus here. Don't worry about your personal stuff. Jesus didn't worry about his personal stuff. They beat him up, they mocked him, they lied, they manipulated the law, they had him arrested. And this guy told me, Michael Snipes, if you show up here and you tell the jury, I ordered the jury, I paid for it. If you tell the jury that I gave her all the money, I will put you in jail. Oh yeah, I will put you in jail if you tell the jury that I gave her the money. You're only allowed to talk about the 401k, that's it. Then that's not why I asked for a jury. So why do we need a jury trial? Just take it all, give it to her. I'll go on the street, but I'll fight back. I will fight back, and I promise you, all that money she stole, once I get him out of here and I take this case to a federal court, it will be restored. But this is God showing you the dangerous judiciary that is in Dallas, Texas, and a Republican, Wheless, put by the governor, who is hiring only Democratic judges, is half the reason, maybe 100% of the reason. Because according to another judge, she can ask for whatever she want to ask for. Doesn't mean she's going to get it. And I just spoke to somebody else who went through the Dallas court system, and the judge says, I'm signing the divorce, but I'm not splitting up anything. Go fight for it elsewhere. And that can happen. So a divorce doesn't mean that the judge has the right. And if you look at the standing order number 10, the judge is prohibited from interfering. Prohibited. The negotiation was supposed to be between the two people, but when I go to court, it's him, the lawyer, and her fighting me. There's no judge. She has a lawyer, the judge is her lawyer. He's bullying me, threatening me. The lawyer's threatening, she's threatening. So this is what the Dallas court system is. I'm not saying that to tell you about me, I'm telling you about the experience in the court system that needs to have Republican rule. I supported a Democrat black judge for the Fifth Circuit. Just one, because I thought she was amazing. She'd do a good job. And I didn't like the opponent. So this is not about just political party. This is about a Republican judge, three Democratic judges he keeps hiring, brushing off all the Republican lawyers who could be judges. I'm caught in the middle, and I'm trying to figure out to the Lord, what? I am smarter than this woman. Why is she winning and doing all the wickedness? Why is she winning? He says, not her. It's the judiciary that is corrupted. She can do whatever evil she wants. The lawyer can do whatever evil she wants. It's the court system that doesn't follow the law. And that's what I'm after. So this has been very emotional for me. This has been hard. It's been difficult. And then sometimes I don't even go to church because it's been so weighing heavy on me. What did I do to this person? According to her, I didn't have enough money. That when we were taking our vows, it says, for richer or for poor, for better or for worse, I will stay under God till I'm dead with you. So what's with the money thing? What's with I need to have all this money now and fly like this woman? She's cheating. The woman, her new friend, was cheating on her husband with this rich guy, another guy. They were flying out of Mexico, California, everywhere else. And she saw that, and the devil just said, hey, you can have this. And she took it. And now I'm fighting for myself. She brought her mother to Texas. She's a group of 10 women. And I'm alone. I stay in the one thing that I have, the safety of my home. With a woman who is supposed to be here and give me peace and comfort and encouragement to go out and do God's will, work with my media. Her and the devil just got together and decided it's time to destroy it all. But anyway, I look at the other things, divorce things for men. I don't want to get involved in that. I don't want to get involved in any kind of divorce support here, divorce support. That's not what this is. I don't think it's going to help me. I think fighting the judiciary and the wickedness and the evil, men suffer in the courtroom. Men are suffering in the courtroom because this is why we got rid of all the male judges in Dallas, Texas. Why is this guy on the case? We got rid of him. This is why we got rid of him. So, on Monday, November 11th, Veterans Day, was supposed to be, he's in court on a federal closed holiday, demanding that I show up. And if I don't show up, there will be a judgment against me. Meaning I already lost everything, so I don't know what the judgment is. It's the house. Because if she had reported the money like she was supposed to, which is what the criminal charges came from, and which is why he went to another court, and now he says, hey, I need to bring this back here because I can't have a case if there's a default on her. So the last thing that remains is the house. I got 0. And he tried to sell the house 5 times to give it to her. If he had ordered her to show the money or any family court, the money balance would have paid her the equity, and I would have kept my house. So that's why he had her hid the money, because I needed that money to pay her off and the equity, and then the house would have been mine. 8 years. 8 years. The Lord said, don't marry this woman. She kept manipulating, I want to get married, why are we together? Blah, blah, blah. And I said, no. I said no for 8 years. And then all the manipulation, the guilt, making me feel bad. I did. And it's probably the Lord saying, told you. Try to tell you through your spirit, you are my son, son of God, man of valor. Told you this woman was going to take you down like Delilah took down Samson. Told you. God tried to warn me that she was going to take me down. She was going to be the reason the devil got in here. So anyway, it's been tough. It's been difficult. You know, when you're the victim, it's hard. The perpetrators, they are out there partying. She's out there partying, going out, dancing, spending all the money, laughing, and she has the lawyers a wall with my money paying to defend, to prosecute. And when you have to deal with that, it's difficult. When you have to deal with an evil person and you're the victim, it's difficult. When you have put in everything you could for 23 years and they do that to you, it's very difficult. And I have no idea I would have gone through these emotions. But this thing is, somebody wants to leave, they can leave. You know, women, men come and they go. But to try to steal everything, to deceive and to lie and to hide, when the law says if you hide, you're punished. This judge says, no, if you're a man, you're punished. And she can have, I don't know what came out of him telling her she can have sex. I don't know how he became her lawyer. And it's been downhill for me and uphill for her, and just law breaking after deceiving the system. And I did 3 recusals just to get rid of this guy. But if for nothing, you know what? It's on the record. It's on the record because people are going to say, Serrano, you didn't fight back. You didn't fight back against this judge that is illegal in the family court. You didn't say anything. You didn't file any recusals. You didn't take him to the prosecutor's office. What did you do? You didn't write any letter. You didn't put anything in with motions after motions. You stood there like the helpless silent husband that maybe you were wrong. And that's why I did what I did to fight back. But I can't fight a system that is corrupt. I can't fight Ray Wheless, the Republican, who is putting judges in the wrong places to give them jobs, to fix cases, to steer cases illegally. And then when I complained about it, I'm punished for complaining. I can't fight that alone. Old Ray Wheless is a Democrat. And if the Republicans, you have any doubt that the governor's choice here is a Republican, come talk to me. Come talk to me as to whether or not Ray Wheless is a Democrat or Republican, and I will show you evidence. Different. All he does is Democrat. All he does is Democrat judges. This is the emotional side that I have to deal with, and I've been dealing with for 2.5 years. This is it. And I don't show the public this, but this is the first time. The reason I'm doing it is to let you know that if you're out there, you're not alone. And I know this may have happened to a lot of you. You put everything in, and in the end, they walk in with a wrecking ball and they just want to cheat, lie, steal, and take everything. And this is what it feels like when you have to face that. And the judges are telling you, the Democratic judges are telling you, as a man, you are wrong. That's not what the law says. That's not what the judicial canon rule says. That's not what family code says. Doesn't matter. You piss me off. You're a man, I'm a man, you piss me off, let's do a pissing contest. She gets everything. Just to piss me off. But what about the law? We don't do law here. And that's what's bothering me the most. That's what's bothering me the most, is that he's not doing law, he's doing everything personal. His first comment that she can have sex with whoever she wants, that's personal, that's not law. Because if you knew family law says if she's going out, can you prove this was about another man? Yes, there it is. Did you file your complaint, your counter complaint that this was about adultery? Yes, I did. Marital misconduct? Yes, I did. Okay, well then that's where we're going. You running off with all these men? I'm not focusing on me, I'm focusing on the judiciary. I'm not focusing on woe it's me, and it is hard. It is hard if you went through this, if it's hard if you're going through this, it's going to be hard if you have to go through this. When someone is deceitful, lying, wicked, and is stealing everything, and hires a lawyer to brutally get you to fight with the judge because they have no case. You have no case, so you have to do something else. Piss off the judge. Anyway, this is Surrounding KeithBaldeo. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep you posted as we go along. Not just with me, but with the judiciary. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.